Hello there ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It's Alexander Hilly123 here and it's time for a new video. Another NHL 94 video coming at you today with the Montreal Canadiens attempting to take the Canadiens all the way to Stanley Cup glory, the biggest trophy in the sport. And if it's not, my goodness, I would like to see a trophy bigger. No really, I would. That must be massive. But yeah, as you can see, we are now playing the Pittsburgh Penguins twice away from home in the US of A before we bring them back to our place for 2 games. Hopefully we can win within 4 games like we did in the previous 2 games. In the second round against New Jersey and against the Ottawa Senators, we won in straight games 4-0. We didn't lose a game. It's going to be a little trickier to do it against the Pittsburgh Penguins, and here is why. Because they are better than us by 2 points. So we're playing a team now with the, look at that, Montreal Lemieux, 99. Jeremiah Jaeger, I think I'm right in saying he might still be playing. I think I've got that right. I might be getting confused with someone. And Ulf Samuelsson as well, he's a good player. The goalkeeper, goaltender Barrasso, isn't so strong, but overall the Penguins are a very good team. But here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can get into the Stanley Cup final. This is where it begins. I'm not a big fan of this organ music, this particular one. I think it's the first time since I've been recording these videos that a team has had this as the main organ song. Well, there we go. How about that first start? Kurt Muller. First time he's been on the puck and he's smashed one home. Wakey wakey Pittsburgh, the game has begun. I think Lemieux, oh my goodness, Lemieux and Jaeger are 66 and 68 respectively, so keep your eyes on them because they are the danger men without a shadow of a doubt. But overall they have a strong squad, Pittsburgh. It's not just those two, got to be aware of all the players. Brilliant start from the Montreal Canadiens, only 2 shots at goal but they're nearly 2-0 up already. Some incisive, quick passing. And they're just winning the 50-50s here so far. Pittsburgh will try to heat up and get into the game as it progresses. That's more like it. I'll tell you something, this is shaping up to be one hell of a game. There's some great hockey on show here already, and we've got 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first period. Very intriguing. Here's number 23. Cuts it back. Oh, he's giving it away to Montreal Lemieux. Good save. And Muller knocks down Lemieux. 2 bad boys going at it there, let me tell you. Lemieux will not want to be beaten by Muller today. Which player will have more goals by the end of the match? Place your bets now, ladies and gentlemen. I actually quoted a song, Skate All Over Your Crew Like Montreal Lemieux. I think that was about 3 or 4 videos ago, and I said mad props to anyone who got that. It was actually from the early 90s hip hop group A Tribe Called Quest. Highly recommended. Well, they are one of the best musical groups ever, so yeah. Patrick Roy should sweep this up. Oh, he doesn't end up taking the puck. Number 24 can't get out of that tight spot there. It is very tight round that net, isn't it? A lot of players and around the puck, all trying to win it. And here's number 47, he comes out with it. Twists and turns left and right. Oh, and the goaltender nearly gifted Montreal a goal there. I was saying before the match that Barrasso, not the strongest goaltender in the NHL. Oh, I should have probably shot then, but tried to be a bit too clever. Oh, and so did the goaltender! It's an absolute disaster! Is that goaltender a drunken sailor? Oh, goodness me. It's Patrick Roy, ladies and gentlemen. He's one of the best. But he's had a howler there. And for the first time in the game, 2 minutes 8 seconds remaining, Ulf Samuelsson, a hard-hitting defenseman. Great player back in the day. Incurs the first penalty of the match. 45, try to wriggle into a shooting position. A lot of players around him. There's a penalty against Pittsburgh. Oh, and the goaltender managed to knock number 18 off balance. He stayed on his feet very well. Oh, and it's Kjell Samuelsson. You know what? I'm not sure if those two are brothers. I've always wondered it. Guess I can find out at any time by Googling it. But yeah, as of this moment in time, I still don't know whether those two are brothers or it's just a coincidence. But anyway, it's 3 versus 5 here in Montreal's favour, coming to the end of the first period. Surely, this is a great time. Oh, to go back in front, but that's a great save by Barrasso. Lemieux loses balance, but stays on his feet. There are not many better in the NHL with the balance that Lemieux has. But yeah, at the end of the first period, ladies and gentlemen, it is 1 each. A very engrossing game. Some fantastic hockey played by both teams. Which way is this game going to go? Great passing from Montreal. Penguins incur a offside decision. There's another penalty. The referee getting involved a hell of a lot, but you can't blame him. Pittsburgh are using some pretty severe tackling tactics at the moment. It's a cross check. It's Ron Francis, the player who scored the Pittsburgh goal. He's going in for 2 minutes. That's a recurring theme that Pittsburgh are giving away penalties, but the fact of the matter is Montreal aren't making the most of these power plays. I thought that was going to go in for a second. And there's another one here. Hooking. Mario Lemieux, the man himself. It's 3 versus 5. Oh my lord. It's now 4 versus 3. Stéphane Lemieux. Mario Lemieux. I'm rhyming. Lot of space out there on this ice now for this man to exploit. Kurt Muller just over the bar. That was so close. The player is knocked down behind those nets when he tried to get the puck there. And this is much more of an engrossing game than the previous ones we've played. But how about that? That's a familiar story. Kurt Muller gets his second. The Canadiens are back in front. It's 2-1. 6 minutes 27 remaining in the second period. Number 47 wins the puck. Tries to get into a shooting position. It's going to be very interesting now. Can the Penguins at home get back into this match straight away after conceding the goal like they did last time? Or can Montreal extend their lead? It's a vital period of the match. It really is. Lemieux from a deep position gives it to Jeremiah Jaeger. Back to Lemieux. Great play there, but they lose the puck. And here is a great counter-attack from Montreal. 30 seconds of absolutely fantastic hockey there from both teams. In the other semi-final, I think it's Los Angeles and St. Louis. St. Louis, middle of the road team. They've done well to get to the semi-finals, I'd say. Los Angeles, a very, very good team. In fact, one of my favourite teams to play as on this game. They've got a player called, I think it was Thomas Sandstrom, and also a player called Wayne Gretzky. I think even the people who don't like ice hockey will have heard of that fella. A little bit past his prime he was by 1993-94, but nevertheless, still a great player. And I'm expecting the Los Angeles Kings to be the team that gets to the final on the other side of the draw. The Canadiens or the Pittsburgh Penguins will play it. And for the first time in quite a while, Lyle O'Delim. Yeah, that wasn't so good, I didn't think, my yodeling. Perhaps I've gone a little bit rusty. It's the first time in a while that Lyle has actually done anything, so I've not yodeled in quite a bit. Lyle Oderlane, the man who makes me yodel. Another penalty, ref? Seriously? Well, I've got to be honest, Matt Schneider going in the penalty box for 2 minutes. The first period was fantastic. The second period has been a little bit scrappy. I mean, the first period had lots of penalties, but there was still some excellent play all around. This, I'm not too sure the excellent play has actually been there. And shooting ability. But there we have it. 7 seconds and 40 seconds remaining on the 2 penalties for Montreal. They'll be hoping to waste some time in the first minute of the third period, keep it clean, not give Pittsburgh the puck, and Pittsburgh will be hoping for a very quick start to the third period. This is going to be interesting. Which way is this going to go? First game of the semi-final. Well, I must admit, ladies and gentlemen, knowing what the third periods are like on this game, I feel like we need another goal to secure this win. My goodness gracious me, the pace on that! I think that puck might now be in Canada itself. Holy shit, there's a penalty against number 22. 1 second remaining as well on the Montreal penalty, so it's going to become a power play for the Canadiens. Topsy-turvy. And there we have it, 5-4. Montreal Canadiens now have the advantage. Can they exploit that? They can, straight away. It's Schneider. Second assist by Desjardins. And Vincent Damphus gets an assist as well. 3-1, 9 minutes remaining of the third period. And there is daylight between the two teams. Here's Muller, looking to give the Penguins some more punishment. It's a hat-trick. No hats on the ice here though, ladies and gentlemen. The home fans are not impressed. In a mad minute, the Pittsburgh Penguins seem to have completely lost their heads. And they're now down by 4-1. Well, I think this is my 9th video now in this series, and the glass at the back of this net, about where I am now, has not been smashed. If you manage to hit the puck above the net, into the boards, in exactly the right place, the glass will smash. It happens once every so often, but it most certainly hasn't happened so far whilst recording these videos. Well, I thought that was a great tackle. Body check, I should say, but no, not in the end. Oh, hey, Lyle Oderlane. That was more like it. I told you I was just rusty. That was much more like it. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, look at that. Number 11, Kurt Muller, playing as a left winger instead of a striker. But when he gets into these situations, oh, you usually know the outcome. Brilliant piece of play there on the defensive side from Muller. I don't actually know much about the career of Kirk Muller. I don't know, I'm guessing that he was in his prime in the early 90s and he played for some great teams and he was a great player, but I honestly couldn't say. And that's what's so interesting, going to Wikipedia and just, you know, seeing how his career maps out, how old he was by this time. I would guess he was in his mid to late 20s. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, look at that! What a finish on the backhand by Leclerc. Everyone's getting involved now. This scoreline is harsh on Pittsburgh. Everything Montreal hit is going in. They're 5-1 down. They need to try and play some hockey very quickly to get back in this, not just dumping the puck. But look at that. That's my favourite goal of the game. It's Lemieux, assisted by Dion. It is 6-1, ladies and gentlemen. And who saw this coming? It's an absolute rout. Still 4 minutes remaining in the third period. Montreal have been so quick to the puck in this game. All the loose pucks and the 50-50s they've been quick to gain control of, and they are fully meriting this 6-1 lead at the moment. That could have been 7. Only 45 seconds to go in the third period. That's my favourite hit of the game. Oh, and the goaltender just knocked one of the players out. Patrick Roy getting in on proceedings. Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Kirk Muller, the star of the game, undeniably. Matt Schneider and Brian Bellows as well, the second and third. It is a 6-1 hammering. And the Montreal Canadiens have really handed out some punishment there. But as you can see, it was very close in the first and second period. Some great hockey played in the first period. Second period was very scrappy, and then the first period, as you can see, was just complete domination by the Canadiens. A lot of assists, some fantastic hockey, a hat-trick from Muller, a little bit of yodeling as Lyle Lauderlane got in on proceedings as well. And if you have a look there, 23 shots to 15, we've seen it a lot closer than that so far if you've been watching these videos. We've had tons of more power play. They defeated me quite comfortably in the face-offs, body checks. Yeah, they attacked over 2 minutes at a time more than me. Well, Montreal really did make the most of their opportunities today, and I passed the puck better than them. Always certain things when I look in the stats that surprise me. That's why I love this game so much. Los Angeles 1-0 up against the St. Louis Blues. But I hope you'll join me for the second game of the semi-final series, ladies and gentlemen, as the Montreal Canadiens look to make it 2-0. I will see you then.